Hello and welcome race fans to the TNC GT3 Championship here. We're going to go racing here for pre-season at the Nurburgring Grand Prix Circuit here this afternoon. And of course we have 9 drivers who will take part in pre-season. Not an actual part of the championship. There are no points on offer for this round, but it's a good way to see where all the drivers stand. And of course you want to be looking down at turn 1 for some action here, because that's probably where most of the action is going to be. And of course turn 1, lap 1 is going to be pretty chaotic at that very tight chicane, so you want to be looking for some action down there, and more action will probably be continuing here at the final chicane. But without further ado, let's run through the grid order for the sprint race. So here we are on the starting grid. Starting on pole is Purex for 29-1 will take pole position in the Porsche Tech Racing car. Then alongside him will be his fellow rival Stuart McKenzie too. Third place will be P10, and he'll start from P3. Good call off right off from him. And Nuxia Ooze and Mikey, he'll start fourth. He must be disappointed in that. But just behind them will be Banana Josh. She'll start 5th place, and then the Purex's teammate in Virtua will start 6th. 7th will be MGP Rider, and 8th place will be the Naomi 92. He'll start from 8th place, and of course rounding off the grid is NZ Pro 55. So he'll start from 9th place, and that rounds off the grid. And of course, let's go towards the 5 red lights. So here we are, ready for pre-season at the Nurburgring Grand Prix Circuit, building up to the 4 red lights that we have here. And it goes green light, and away we go. And looks like that pure axle. You know what? He's going to go straight to beat him here. He's going to carry on Stuart McKenzie as P10. He looks like he's going to try to make it 3 wide. And he go down into 2-1. He's going to try around the outside. And looks like Stuart McKenzie. Looks like he's tapped one of the Audis there of Banana Josh. From the looks of it, couldn't quite see it, but looks like NZX Pro. He's got from the 9th place to 4th, so NZX Pro's had a great start. As they get Banana Josh try down the inside for the P4, and he's through. So a bit of turn 1 calamities here from the back there. I think I saw Nuxia and Monkey. He's dropped to the back of the field, but right now we're seeing a battle between P10 and Stuart McKenzie. He's going to try to hold around the outside. It's going to be close, and still sharp by side. He's going to try to put his nose in. Very good battle between these 2 drivers, but again P10 gets the better of him. So now we go down to the bottom end of the circuit. Stuart McKenzie's going to try down the inside. Now he's going to fake to the outside. And there it goes, round the outside, and he might get this 2nd place, and he's through, I think. He's side by sides, and he's through. So Stuart McKenzie up into P2. So P10 tried something at the first corner. It worked out for him, but Stuart McKenzie managed to get back past him. So now he's going to try to chase down his fellow rival, and these 2 people, obviously Pure Axel and Stuart McKenzie. The rivalry between these 2 drivers is quite a lot, and Stuart McKenzie gets really loose here, so you can just see the Mustang might be a challenging car to drive for this year. So we'll just have to see, of course, how the Mustang drives. But right now, Pure Axel start on pole. He's actually had a pretty good start, so he's going to obviously lead the field off at lap number 1 here. And it looks like Stuart McKenzie is actually starting to close that gap. If we might see Stuart McKenzie might be able to challenge Pure Axel 21 as he come across the line first. Pure Axel that leads. He's followed by Stuart McKenzie. He's in 3rd, but I know Josh will be in 4th, and in Virtue will be in 5th, and then Naomi 92 will come across the line 6th for lap 1. It looks like a battle between Nuxia and Mikey and MGP Rider is starting to form here for 7th, and NZX Pro. Obviously, he's he's new to the game, and he's going to take a while. But again, it's only pre-season here, but it looks like at the front, still Pure Axel in the lead. Look at that, Stuart McKenzie. You can see he's definitely pushing that car. He's obviously maybe got a little bit more pace at the early stage of the race, but then again, it is easier to chase than to pull away. And again, it depends on driver to driver. Right now, we're seeing the battle between these 2 drivers. P10 is still there. Looks like he's losing a little bit of time. And Banana Josh, he's sitting in 4th. We might be able to see a battle between Virtua and Banana Josh. I'm not entirely sure. The 2 here. It looks like so P10 has all of a sudden ran really wide. Oh, he's been reset. P10 has actually been reset, and he's dropped down to P5. So not good for P10. But meanwhile, on lap number 2, we're seeing a battle between Banana Josh and Virtua starting to form, and up front still managing the gap to Stuart McKenzie. It's about a 2nd. So again, these 2, so Stuart McKenzie is keeping Pure Axel honest here, and again, it's all about if one of these drivers makes a mistake, it's going to definitely shake up the race so far. But Stuart McKenzie just trying, as we've been seeing over the last few laps of the Mustang, he's actually got some straight line speed over the Hyundai. But looking at these two cars behind the Hyundai, oh, Stuart McKenzie gets seriously loose. You can see he's pushing that Mustang for the sprint race, but it looks like the Genesis looks a bit more cleaner. Maybe it could be easier to drive, possibly, but that Hyundai definitely handles better in the corners. So a very interesting battle up front, and we're seeing a battle between MGP Rider and Nakashi Uzumaki still intensifies actually. So Nakashi Uzumaki still managing to keep in front of MGP Rider in the WAC racing car. Still not much battling is going on at the moment, but looks like that P2 has managed to get past Ian Burchett for P4. But it looks like Ian Burchett can somehow get back at P10. I'm not entirely sure. There's a battle between these two drivers and there you come, still McKenzie still managing to keep the gap. And still McKenzie has run off wide on the circuit. He's lost a bunch of time, so not good for Stuart McKenzie. He's made a mistake, and this might open the gap for Banana Josh to catch up. But yeah, it looks like they're just pushing a little bit too hard. And now Stuart's got quite a commanding lead now. He's been quite smooth all race lines, and now all he has to do is just manage that gap. There's still about 6 minutes remaining in this race so far, 6 or 7 minutes, as he sets the fastest lap of the race. So he's definitely got some pace. He's doing low 55s. I think he's the only driver to be in the 55s. You go to the fastest lap. So Stuart McKenzie has a 10th lap. He's the only other driver in the 55s. Apart from that, everyone else is in 57s. P10 is actually doing 56s. So quite close. We're seeing a battle between 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So that's very, very close. And then back down the grid, we see Nakashi Uzumaki. Looks like he could be serving his penalty. Not entirely sure, but it's kind of the gap at the back has started to expand a bit. But again, we're just seeing here P10 is trying to move on Banana Josh for P3. He's going to move to the inside, but there is M Burchett at the back. There's a P10 that pulls to the inside, and down the inside he goes. Side by side with Banana Josh. Banana Josh leaves just enough space, but again, he's still on the inside. Side by side, like seeing a lot of action at this corner of the circuit. And P10 hangs around the outside and gets him. It looks like he's going to go slightly to the inside, but right behind Banana Josh is M Burchett. So what will happen here? Banana Josh goes for the move here, very, very wide, and he loses it on the grass and spins out. So not good for Banana Josh. He just got a bit too ambitious there and just lost the car. So he's going to slot back down to P5 now. So again, a bit too ambitiously on the brake pedal when just ran wide and put. Well, you know, you don't have to put that much wheels on the grass to lose a car in these GT3 cars. The grass is not the place to be. P10 is back where he started, so now he's going to try to catch Stuart McKenzie. But looking at the live timing, he's only been doing 57s. So I don't think P10 will catch up to Stuart McKenzie. And it looks like the gap at the front has been about 8.8 seconds. So they are quite even on pace, these two drivers. But since McKenzie made that one mistake, he might have just thrown away the race victory. So not too good for Stuart. Here we are on lap number 6 here. We're currently seeing a battle between P10 and M Burchett starting to form for the final spot in the podium positions here. And it looks like Stuart McKenzie's looks like he's gaining a little bit better time on these guys, and he's a little bit wide. You can clearly see that the tyres are starting to wear up for the sprint race. And of course, don't forget that there's still the feature race to look forward to, where we reverse the grid from qualifying. So this is always going to be interesting for all these drivers in the fast boys make their way through. And of course, the slow guys will start off at the front. But right now, I've still got that gap out to 9 seconds now, or 9.5 seconds. It's very actually 21. Still currently in the leader of this race with Stuart McKenzie in 2nd place. And according to the times he's been doing in the 58s, saying he's actually been a couple seconds off, which is P10, but he's currently undertaken from M Burchett. Lap 70, it looks like that Banana Josh is under attack from Nakashi Uzumaki and MGP Rider, so the battle for P5 is starting to come under attack here for these two drivers. And it looks like Banana Josh is struggling for tyre wear. Tyre wear is affecting those soft tyres are rooting. Look, he's sliding all over the place. And for Nurburgring, Mucky and MGP Rider, they are really on the heels of these Banana Josh. Banana Josh gets seriously loose here, and Nurburgring Mucky's through. And it looks like he's under attack from MGP Rider now as they go down into sector 2. More battling is going on. Lots of battling is happening down the section of the circuit as he's going to try around the outside and not quite. Banana Josh gets very, very loose. And Steve goes, chucks up the inside, aggressive lunge. He gives Banana Josh a bit of a tap. And Banana Josh has ran himself out wide on that corner. It's very hard to look who's that fault, looks like that. So Banana Josh left the door open and MGP Rider went for the move. And unfortunately, there was a little bit of contact, and Banana Josh just couldn't keep the car on the track. So a bit of a mistake from both drivers there. Looks like MGP Rider was alongside enough, but outbrake himself just a little bit. But nonetheless, he's through into P6. But the race winner, Trans 21 will take the race victory here with a 9-second gap, commanding race, control the race from start to finish. And Stuart McKenzie will come home in second place. Good result from him, and P10 will be third place, top 3 sticking where they started. And Inverche will finish 4th, coming back from 6th. And Nurburgring and Mucky looks like he's going to finish P5, just behind MGP Rider. These two drivers have been glued together since the start of the race. So it looks like the Red Bull Mazda will take P5 as he comes around the last few corners. He's going to take P5. Just behind him is MGP Rider for 6. Again, pre-season testing, so some of these drivers could be sandbagging, some of them could not be. It looks like the MGP Rider will take 6th, and 7th place will be going to Banana Josh, now in 92, and NZX Pro will round off the results for race number 1. So that's race number 1. Hopefully we can see you there for race number 2. Hello guys, and welcome to the feature race here. A 40-minute endurance race is on our hands here, and qualifying is reversed from qualifying. So we see the slow guys at the front and the fast boys will start from the back. Yeah, ready for 40 minutes of racing. Yeah, there's the green light, and away we go. And NZX Pro will lead the field off here to go down into turn 1. So this should be a bit more clean as we're going to go down into turn 1. NZX Pro will lead, and it looks like that break. Gold, Nurburgring goes for an aggressive lunge up the inside, and that has caused a massive pile-up at the first corner. So obviously this is pre-season, but right now it's MGP Rider will emerge in the race lead with the Inverche in second. They've got Josh in third, P2 to fourth. They've got McKenzie. They've got Stewart. NZX Pro and Axel is down the field, but now man Brett Kenyon, not Brett, Nurburgring Mikey is battling as well in 8th and 9th. So what a crazy start. Looks like that Nurburgring Mikey's way too deep on a brakes, and looks like MGP Rider will take the race lead here. And of course, the rules are for the feature race that you've got to use both compounds of tyres. There's two tyre compounds they've got to use. And here comes Inverche down the inside. It's going to be close, and Inverche will take the race lead. So now it's Inverche in the lead as we're just seeing a big cluster back in the field. Yes, BX is really loose, and they've all got their way past NZX Pro. So they're up there, and now Josh runs wide or runs off the circuit, and well, now he's losing time to P10 to Stuart McKenzie and the 3 fast boys that they were doing at the first race. And Banana Josh runs horribly wide, and he's going to be overtaken from P10. P10 is going to stick up the inside, not quite, so he's going to still second P10. But here comes P10 side by side through the fast hand right hand king, as it looks like here comes Banana Josh. He's going to slip into 4th. He's going to try under the brakes here into the chicane side by side here, and I think Banana Josh mounts the curve and he gets third place. And a big cross, I think that's Greg. He's trying to move on Stuart McKenzie. And he's going to benefit further up the inside. It's aggressive lunge. I think that's made a little bit of contact there. And so Pure Axel is up into 5th place. So very good battling here for 3rd place. So what a battle is going on here. Here comes P10. He looks like he's going to try down another attack here. Down the inside. And there goes Pure Axel. He's down the inside of Stuart McKenzie too. As you go down into 2-1. nice and tidy, and I think Prexel has got into fifth, and here comes Bernard Josh. He's defending hard against PT. A bit of contact made there. Bernard Josh aggressively up the inside, and he's maintaining third place, and here comes Prexel. He's going to have to move on PT now. The battling has just gone off the hook here for the feature race, for the opening few races, and he looks Bernard Josh will slip back into third, and he gets quite loose. This is going to allow Prexel. He looks, he's getting a bit boxed in. Here comes Stuart McKenzie now. He's going to have a go, and there is a Nugchi Uzumaki, and there goes Prexel. He goes round the outside of Bernard Josh. So we're battling here still side by side. Nugchi Uzumaki's got past Stuart McKenzie, and we got all four cars battling here for P4. So here comes Stuart McKenzie. He's going to draw alongside for Prexel, I think, and just behind him is Nugchi Uzumaki. Oh, he's very close on the brakes here. Almost contact, but there goes Prexel. He's going to have a go around the outside of the shoemaker. He's on the best place to overtake. Looks he's just going to hang back in there, and Nugchi Uzumaki, he looks he's just been overtaken by Stuart McKenzie. So battling just keeps on going. We're on lap 2, and the battling is off. Here comes Stuart McKenzie up the inside of Prexel. The two rivals not leaving enough space for each other. Prexel will keep 5th place. So now they're battling, but they've got to get past Bernard Josh. Seems to be the cork in the bottle here. So here comes Prexel around the outside, and looks like Stuart McKenzie is going to follow him through. So it looks like Prexel goes defensive. Here comes Stuart McKenzie. He's going to try down in the chicane. Looks like he's going to try and get the switch back going to the final corner. Gets a great run. The Prexel is going to try to position his car nicely. He is going to do that. And there goes Nugchi Uzumaki on Bernard Josh. And I think Prexel's through into 4th. So the race winner from race 1 is already up in the 4th place, and Bernard Josh, he's just been overtaken by Nugchi Uzumaki. There's a bit of a spin! Nugchi Uzumaki is being collected, looks like. I don't exactly know what happened there, but here comes Stuart McKenzie with a straight line speed. He's going to try down the inside. He's going to try. Oh, there goes Bernard Josh, just coming in like an absolute missile. But unfortunately, there's no content or no spins or anything, so it's not too bad. But here goes Prexel. He's having a look, and better for P4 is just raging on. Here comes. He's going to try the switch back here. He gets a beautiful run, but that Mustang has got some serious straight line speed. So up front in 2nd place is MGP Ride. He's keeping, and he makes a horrible mistake. He's off on the circuit, and look on the replay. It just looks like that he just lost the rear of the car and slid off into the wall. So that's not good for MGP Ride. He was running in 2nd place, so not too bad. As Nugchi Uzumaki, he's had a problem as well. So it's like these two guys. It looks like they're going to be coming together again, like they did in the sprint race. So they're down at the back of the field, and as EZX Pro is actually caught up. As now we noted too, he's actually sitting in last, so EZX Pro is already making improvements here in that, I think it's the Pepsi Castrol racing team for performance. So it's doing well, but right now up front is Ed Virtuo. So like what we before saw in the sprint race, we're seeing another another Boss track racing car leading the race in the number 13, Toyota FT1. So he's doing brilliantly well. He's going to maintain the lead as Pete Tenders in 2nd, and it looks like still holding the race winner up from last time. Stuart McKenzie's trying to hold on to 3rd place, as we see a battle between Stuart McKenzie, Prexel 21, and Bernard Josh fighting for 3rd place. So the battle in the endurance race is going to heat up, as pit stop predicting. Looks like the one stop should be the way to go here for most of these drivers. It just depends. But right now, as most of the drivers are elected to try on medium compound tyres, especially all the far corners. I'm not too sure about the people in front or some of the side people. But the battle between Pure Axel and Stuart McKenzie is definitely getting here on lap number 5. It looks like that Stuart McKenzie is still under attack, and look at the train he's got behind him. He's got Prexel and Bernard Josh all trying to find way past. Here goes Prexel under the brakes, and a visualizer he gets, but it looks like Bernard Josh gives Stuart McKenzie a tap, and McKenzie has been reset on the circuit. So obviously wasn't pure Prexel. He did a great move up the inside. Looks like Bernard Josh gave him a touch. Now can Bernard Josh get past Pure Axel 21? We definitely know that the Hyundai isn't the best car in a straight line. It's mainly gives lots of time from the handle, but here comes Bernard Josh. We're seeing he's really good under the brakes, and here he goes. He's going to go from here. Yes, he is up the inside. It's going to be Chris Prexel, not leaving him in much room at all. But Bernard Josh gets into P3. But Prexel still on the end. No, he doesn't. It looks like Bernard Josh gets the move done successfully, so he's into 3rd place now. But as these guys are battling, P10 is slowly reeling Inverche, and so Inverche and P10 have been very similar on pace during this race, but the more time that these guys battle, the better off Inverche and P10 will be. But here comes Creax, who's going to go down the inside, and I think he might get this. Here comes Benadryl Control around the outside, not quite. Creax is just a little bit more fast in the corner. Benadryl is really trying to keep up with Creax 21, but I don't think it's going to work. I think he's going to be under attack from Stuart McKenzie very soon. So very good battle we're seeing here. We're on to lap 6. We're only about 10 minutes into this race. Still 30 minutes remaining in the feature race. Drivers still haven't made their pits, but I think there's a couple of drivers that have already made their stop. Enough drivers is getting seriously loose. Gets on the gravel trap. This is going to allow Stuart McKenzie to have a go out for P4 now around the outside. But no, Josh sliding up against Stuart McKenzie. He's really trying to overdrive that car. He's getting seriously loose. He tries to get something again, but again, Bernard Josh is pushing this car he's kind of really overdriving the car. He must have some really good car control. He's able just to keep that car on the circuit. So either the Audi is another handful of a car to drive, or Bernard Josh is just pushing the car way. Seeing a battle here forming for P6 between MGP Rider, NZX Pro, and Naomi 92. And it looks like Nachi Uzumaki, I think he's already made a stop, so I don't know what tyres he is on. I don't know if the live timing is going to tell me anything with tyre life. I don't think it is, but right now we're just seeing a battle here starting to form between MGP Riders. I think Rider has also made a stop. Yeah, he's seriously loose. That Toyota must be challenging for MGP Rider, but we do know he's got very good car control, so he should be able to keep it on the track. You can see NZX Pro is under attack from Naomi 92. We haven't seen much of these two guys, but since there is some battling going on for P7, I don't know if these guys have made this up as NZX Pro. Actually, Naomi 92 runs quite wide. Sorry, as it looks like NZX Pro is under attack, so we're just going to see what is going to happen here. It looks like there's a bit of damage on the side of Naomi 92's car, so he's obviously been involved with a wall or a driver, but he's trying to find a way past here. I think next Shoemaker should be catching those guys very soon. So here we are, 21 minutes into the race, lap 11, and look at this. Pure X was caught onto the back of P10, so Pure X has really been trying this stint, but also chasing them both down. And so McKenzie is currently the fastest lap of the race, 1:55.740. I think it's the fastest time he's been doing all weekend, so he's definitely got some speed, as for the others are on worn mediums. And here comes Pure X, so he's really on the back heels of P10 as Inverche is going to go in the pits now for his stop. He's going to put onto the medium tyres. I'm sure if he has to use both sets. And look at that, P10 is getting quite slow. Pierre's going to try around the outside here onto the grass. P10, I don't think he knows that he's there, but he's squeezing right to the edge of the circuit here. What a move that was. P10 looks like he didn't really see Pierre coming around the outside. Again, here he comes, more contact down into turn 1. What's going to happen to P10? He runs wide. Pierre was going to get the cutback, but P10 is still on the inside, so he's going to challenge to go down into turn 2. And it looks like Pierre is still around the outside. Not much room. P10 is really being aggressive because he kind of needs to, because if he knows that if Pierre gets ahead of him, he's going to be gone for the rest of the race. So P10 trying everything he can to keep Pierre behind. So very, very good battling is going on here for the new race lead now, because Inverche has pitted, but still McKenzie is also slowly catching these guys in as well. So really good battle here for first place, and these top 3 of these top 2 so far are really having a really heated race here. And here comes Pierre, he's not going to have a move here, but yeah, really good battling is going on between these two drivers. In fact, he's got a slow exit. Here comes Pierre, so he's having a look. But again, you don't really want him to be making moves through the shoemaker race, so he's going to have to obviously buy his time and find out. Here comes P10. P10 is has decided to blink as well. He's going to come in the pits now, so he's going to try to get the undercut so he can get a bit more of a lead on pure axle. So here comes PT there. That was a very weak glitch. But anyways, here goes PT. He's going to go on to the, I think he's going to go into the soft. So here comes PT onto the soft compound tyres. And he's going to lose a few spots. He's going to lose spots to Banana Josh, but he still has to make another pit stop. And of course, Inverche had a few laps before, so he's had a really good time with the undercut, and he's currently set at 156, so he's finally broken into the 156s. So he's a little bit off the pace of his teammate, but Inverche currently being a really good backup here, and he's keeping P3. So I think when Stoke McKenzie pits and pure axle play, well, Inverche should filter into the lead of the race. So currently seeing on tyres as Inverche is on the he's on the softs. So it looks like Inverche could be he might have to make another stop. So he's actually on the soft tyres. So he's also maybe I don't know what is he doing here, but he should be on the racing medium. So I don't know what the deal is there with the strategy, but Inverche currently in third place. But here between Banana Josh and PT, here comes PT there. He's got a lot more speed, and he comes down the inside, and pretty textbook move there. So PT will feel for trying to make the undercut work. So can he make it work? Well, I think we can definitely know that the worn medium tyres are definitely know that they're slower. He's been in the 59s. So, you know, a fresh set of medium tyres should be putting him into the 57s or 58s. So that's a good 2 second or so. P2 should be able to catch him. He's going to stay, you know, he's going to come and pits now. So PXL is going to mark P10 off here. He's going to obviously try the overcut here. So here comes Pure Axel. He's going to make his stop now. So where's he comes Stuart McKenzie still has to make his stop. So here comes Stuart McKenzie's going to be the new race leader. He's going to filter into first place, but here comes Inverche. He's obviously, I think he's going to jump Pure Axel, but you're going to really see P10. Where is he going to emerge? Here's Pure Axel just having pits now. I think he's going to get jumped. I think maybe Banana Josh might be able to get him just out of the pits. Here comes Pure Axel. As Banana Josh looks like to be very close to him. Banana Josh might get him as well, actually. Very close, but not quite. Banana Josh not fast enough, and Pure Axel will just be behind, just ahead of Banana Josh. So obviously their undercut worked quite well for P10 as he gained about a second or a second and a half. So P10 has got a little bit more breathing room, but again, breathing down his neck, and if we're that time will be Pure Axel. We're seeing the battle for seventh now is starting to come on. So we've got a battle here for 7th place between NZX Pro and L92 and Nakshi Ooze and Mikey. They're all having a really nice squabble here at the back of the field, but Nakshi seems to be making mistakes. We are 14 minutes into the race, and here comes Banana Josh and Stuart McKenzie. They're both in pit lane, so looks like I don't know what tyres are going to go on. I think it could be the medium tyres, as now they're trying to fill up the gas as well. So the tyres that they are on are the racing mediums from the looks of it. So they're making their first stop really early to be making their first stop, but that clearly shows that they might be trying the 2 stops. Maybe the 2 stop might be the way to go in this race. But meanwhile, the top 3 are staying out. So Inverche, he sat on the soft, so that's why he's managing to keep this gap. He's actually trying. I think he's still extending the gap. I'm not entirely sure, but he's trying to keep first place. And if he can play his cards right, he might be able to win this afternoon's race for the feature. Keep it clean. But again, he does have the fast wheels are slowly reeling him in. He's got some really good pace. He can be closing Inverche in the closing stage of the race. Same with Pure Axel. He's actually the fastest car on. He's been the fastest all weekend. So watch out for him. Same with Stuart McKenzie. He's been matching Pure Axel, but he's trying the 2 stops. So this might be able to work for him as he's actually caught up in some traffic between MGP riders. I'm sure MGP rider will just lead him by. Maybe he won't. I think he might actually hold this position for P4. So McKenzie's trying to find our way past here. He's going to try and move up the inside. No, he's not. As just behind him is Banana Josh, so he's also on the same strategy as Stuart McKenzie. So here comes Stuart McKenzie. He's going to try to find a way past. He's got a decent run. The Mustang got good speed. He's going to try. Oh, looks like MGP maybe got in his line a little bit. He's going to try around the outside into the chicane. He's going to try down the inside. MGP Rider is going to try to do some sort of defending. It's going to be close. He leaves just enough space. And Stuart McKenzie is easily swept through. So he's into fourth. Now he's going to try to close down a Perexel, and I think he will, because he is on fresh tires, and those mediums will be falling away. So Stuart McKenzie will be on the charge. You'll probably see a few faster slaps. As we got some blue flags. I don't know who that could be. That could be one of the lap cars. I'm not entirely sure. So, lap 15. Here comes Stuart McKenzie. He's finally going to make his final stop of the day here. And obviously, they're going to put on the soft compound tires. So, Stuart McKenzie should have a lot more speed. And his tires should be a lot more younger than his fellow competitors. But right now, Nurburgring is still holding on to the race lead. But again, closing down his P10 and Perexel 21-21, so the top three are slowly shrinking. I think there's going to be a very intense battle here at the end of the race, so that's going to be quite interesting. And Stuart McKenzie, I don't know if he's going to be able to charge his way back, but if he can, we can see a really good battle for the top four. So, and we see Bernard Josh, he's sitting in fifth, and Nuck Shoes Monkey, he's sitting in sixth, so he's been doing a pretty quiet race for himself. In fact, he has got MGP Rider. So these two drivers have kind of been with each other through the whole race. So, MGP Rider is very, very, very loose there. But he's still keeping the car on the black side. We see number 92 sitting in 8th, and NZX Pro is sitting in 9th place. But I think NZX Pro might be coming to be lapped shortly, as we're seeing the front runner. P10 is the new race leader. So Nurburgring is into the wall. So let's see the replay there. What happened to Nurburgring? It looks like he came into the corner. As he just goes straight off right into the barrier. So Nurburgring is beached it, and I don't think he can get out. He's gone. So it looks so very disastrous stuff that Nurburgring doing so well. He was leading the race, and he's gone. So I don't think he should be. I don't think he can get on, and he's gone. So he's retired the car. Obviously he can't get out. So that's horrible stuff there for Nurburgring, doing a really good job in first place. So unfortunately Nurburgring is gone. This is going to filter everyone up at least one spot. So now P10 is your new race leader, but again, coming under attack, here comes Perexel once again, and P10 is going to have to try to do more defensive work to keep Perexel behind, but quite behind him is Stuart McKenzie, but I think he's actually closing in these guys since they're on more worn soft, since their soft tires are quite worn. It's going to be interesting. So Stuart McKenzie might still have a chance to get himself in the mix on P10 for the race on the race lead, but he's got to do it soon because Stuart McKenzie is closing him down. So he's going to try around the outside. He's going to be close. What's going to happen here? Down into the chicane. He's going to outbrake himself here, but he's actually going to run wide off the circuit, and he's been reset on the circuit, so that not helps his course at all. And here comes Stuart McKenzie on fresh tyres, so there's not helped him out at all. He's obviously made an error, outbroken himself, and that's not good for himself. And here comes Stuart McKenzie. He's all over the back now. Stuart McKenzie is, I think he's bought a ticket into this race now. He's actually got a chance to possibly take the second, or maybe even win this race, as the two rivals are at it again. So the two rivals are fighting once again. It's really good to see a very exciting race in a hands for the feature race. Here comes Stuart McKenzie. He's going to try another move up the inside, but it can't take any. I think he's taking looks like Perexel runs wide, but it looks like Stuart McKenzie might have just tagged. You just saw it. Stuart McKenzie just tagged the side, or take the rear of the Perexel's car. So of course this is pre-season, but I'm sure he's going to have to concede that place, because he did technically take out Perexel, definitely kind of almost spun him out. So that's not good for Stuart McKenzie. I think he might be, I think Perexel might have a word with him after the race, but at least he concede the place. But it just looked like that Stuart McKenzie just, maybe a bit too aggressive there. Just get a bit of content and just cause Perexel car just to go spinning. But as for the lead of the race, P10, if they can just maintain, I think this might be the final lap. And if it, according to the time, we've got 39 minutes remaining. So it's either this time or next time by will be the final lap, and Pete Tinder can keep this race lead. He will win the feature race, and that must be good for him for the WEC Racing crew, as his team is not doing too well in 7th place, but it is only pre-season, so he could be sandbagging. We're not too sure, but again, Pete Tinder currently the race lead. So here comes Pete Tinder for the final lap has been commenced, and Pete Tinder will be your feature race winner. Pete Tinder has won the feature race here at the Nurburgring Grand Prix Circuit, and it looks like Stu McKenzie is conceding that place back to Pure Axel, and Pure Axel will take 2nd place, and Stu McKenzie will finish 3rd. And it looks like that for the round results, Pure Axel 21 will take out the victory here for 78 points, followed by Pete Tinder. He'll take 74 points with 2nd place, and Stu McKenzie 2 will take out 3rd place with 59 points, and that is the top 3 for our round results. But it's only pre-season, so these points won't count, but it's good to see who got the top 3. And now we're going to show the rest of the grid from 3rd all the way to 9th.